Hey everybody, Dr. David Turner here with Impact Chiropractic, and we have a wonderful story that I just could not share it with you. Sitting here with me is Chelsey, and Chelsey is a mom of one of the little patients that we take care of on a regular basis here at Impact Chiropractic, and we started seeing her daughter last June, June of 2023, and I'm going to let her share with you guys kind of what life was like in the home with her daughter and the struggles that she was seeing and some of the hopes and dreams that she had for chiropractic care. So Chelsey, tell everybody at home kind of what was going on with your little one.
Absolutely. So starting when she was about 2, overnight, she developed a ton of really crazy symptoms. She couldn't have most foods. She was itchy and had hives every day. She was emotionally unhinged is the word I use. Life at home was not fun. We couldn't leave the house a lot of days because she wouldn't tolerate any clothing and she wouldn't tolerate socks or shoes. She just was at home feeling really miserable most of the time. And as a mom, my adrenals were shot. I was on the edge of, a breakdown, I felt like, because by the time it came to you, she was 5. So I've been going through years of this, trying everything that I could try. And we weren't enjoying life as a family. It revolved around her emotions, her being itchy and uncomfortable, which understandably, like as a mother, I feel terrible for that, but I was also, it was affecting the rest of the family. Yeah.
And now she's not your only, right?
Yes.
We have how many kids?
4 kids, yeah.
So you're a mom of 4, so we have mom and dad, we have 4 kiddos at home. With the struggles that she was having, did that ever affect the siblings?
Yeah, definitely. Especially my oldest, because my oldest is very caring, a very easy personality. So she naturally was kind of getting pushed to the side because my second was getting all the attention and the love and using all of our resources to pour into her. So she was crying and feeling lonely and sad a lot of the time because she was feeling a little, neglected because of the circumstances.
And when you started here in the office, what would you tell folks was your number one outcome or dream for her?
I wanted her to feel joy. I really wanted her to feel joy because she was not enjoying her life. A 5-year-old should be able to. Sorry.
It's okay.
When you're 5, I look back at 5 and I remember a lot of it. And you should be able to enjoy it and smile and have fun. And she was guarded and she was just not enjoying her life. She was not just being carefree and lighthearted. She was miserable. She was itchy. She was uncomfortable. Her emotions dictated it wasn't joyful.
And would you also agree that she internalized a lot of that, and when she did externalize it, that's when you saw the blow ups or the meltdowns and all of those things? So there was a lot of internalization, and then when it came out, it really came out.
Yeah, I know she would express that she felt really badly. Like if she would eat a food that would trigger her symptoms, she would say next time, she's like, I don't want to have that food because I don't want to be mean to my family. She recognized that it was affecting all of us, and that was creating a burden and a weight on her where she felt bad, where she could see that the way that she was acting was affecting us, and that is also too big of a weight to carry when you're that little.
When you're 5.
Yeah.
Right. Now you mentioned resources. What kind of things had y'all done for her before you came here?
We spent a ton of money at functional medicine. We tried traditional chiropractic. We tried ozone. We tried detoxing. We tried foot baths. We tried all the supplements. We put a fire hose at it, and we tried everything that we could for several years, and we did see some improvements, but we reached a point where my husband was like, we can't go on like this anymore. Like something's got to give. Like this isn't the way to live our lives. This isn't the way to live her life. So we had just kind of plateaued and we weren't getting any more progress.
That's a lot to be doing. Tell me, how did you find us?
I found you through Emily. I found you through a friend, who was coming here.
Friends of friends, right?
Yes.
Or friends in your mama group, in your circle. And when you got here and we did all of our workup and we did the analysis, what was it that you saw that made you say, you know what, this is different, this is unique, I think this is the right place for us?
Yeah, definitely. When you guys did the workup, and I've become an expert because of my daughter. I became her advocate, right? So I had a lot of knowledge, and everywhere I went, I was really tired of feeling like I was educating the person on the other side of the desk for me. Like, they would say something and I'm like, we're so beyond that. We touched that years ago, and I felt like I was providing them the education, and this is the first place I came. When I sat down and did the workup, I felt like everything that I wrote down, like, you knew it already. Like when I sat down with Dr. P, I would say something and she would finish my sentence. Like she knew, and I was so appreciative because I've spent so many hours filling out paperwork that I felt like they didn't even look at to be honest, and that was infuriating because I don't have a lot of time. I have 4 kids, and I'm like, why am I filling it out if you're not even going to read it? So you guys knew it, and then when you guys did her workup, it matched what I knew was right. I knew she was in fight or flight. I knew she had craniosacral issues going on. It matched what I knew, but then you had resources for me. You were educating me. You had hope for me. And that was what was different, because I felt like everybody else, I knew more than them. I felt like why am I even here?
Well, we have a little tagline in the group that we belong. We belong to a group called PX Chiropractors, and PX stands for Pediatric Experience. And one of the taglines for PX is you get hope, you get answers, and then we get results, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I just heard, is you said that, you know, you came in and you were heard, you were listened to. You know, I wouldn't say that your story is completely unique, or her story is unique, but everybody is unique to a degree. And so I'm glad that you heard that message. So let's do this. How long did it start to take before you started to recognize that something was changing?
Probably a couple of weeks into care. We were driving around and she was in the back seat, and we had an adjustment that day, and she was belly laughing and giggling like uncontrollably. And my husband looked at me and he was like, what? She was like slap happy, like she was like on laughing gas. And he was like, what is going on? I was like, I think it's the chiropractic. I think it's working. Like, she's feeling joy again. And we kept on noticing days like that where she was just being more joyful. And she was in less pain as well, because she had been waking up probably 5 times in the middle, 5 nights a week at least, in the middle of the night, several times a night for back rubs, because she was in pain with her back. It was also hurting her. We deal with like histamine, Lyme, food sensitivities, all of those things, and it was causing a lot of back pain. So she stopped waking up in the middle of the night. You know, it went down to 2 nights, and then 1 night, and now she hardly ever, maybe once in a blue moon, you know, will wake up with pain, but she just gets to sleep through the night now. So we started seeing those improvements probably the joy for sure was a couple weeks into care, and then the pain improvement within a couple months probably, that she wasn't waking up anymore.
And I can tell you from my experience on the provider's end of it, I got to see a little girl who came in very reserved, tucked under her mom's arm while her mom carries one and moves the family through the office, and does a very good job with that. But I could see a little girl who was just literally glued to her mom's side, right up under her arm, just like a little duckling under a mom's wing. And I got to see her start to blossom and start to talk to me and interact with me and speak to me. And she always, you know, you have wonderfully polite children, but I got to see that come out of her, and she just started to blossom from her shell. What did you see after that initial phase of joy kind of coming in? How has that changed over the last 3 months now?
Yeah, she's really blossomed and began to thrive in life, and it's not just me that's noticing, it's extended family. We went home to Florida to visit at Thanksgiving, and my mom was like, I feel like this is one of the first times I'm getting to, like, she's coming up to me, she's talking to me, she's interacting with me, she's going to extended family members, she's engaging. Before, if she had something to say, she would come up and whisper it into my ear. She was hanging on me, and I have a baby and another baby, and it was just so overwhelming. But she's going off independently, right? She's speaking up when she has something to say. Before, she would have never advocated for herself and spoken up that way. She is just thriving. She's being bold. If she doesn't like something, she's speaking up for herself politely, like you said, but she's speaking up for herself. And before, she was kind of just like quiet, whiny, a wallflower, like not, you know, embracing her personality. I feel like for the first time, I'm actually getting to see what her personality really is, which is really cool.
That is very cool. Now tell us about the most recent success that kind of drove us to sit down and have this conversation. Tell us about your vacation you just had.
So we went to Disney World, and in the past, her comfort zone is here, and you're not going to push her outside of that no matter what. She's stubborn, she's not going to do it, and she wouldn't try many things and embrace, you know, risks or challenges, even letting, you know, walking away from me 6 feet, you know. So I didn't have super high expectations for Disney World, but we get there and she had a laundry list of the stuff she wanted to do. She wanted to ride Tower of Terror. That's insane that she would want to do that. And I know, she's 6 and she's been timid and reserved and cried at things for so long. I thought, there's no way that you're gonna do that. I tried to talk her out of it, because I think we're gonna wait in this line, she's gonna get to the front of the line, she's gonna back out. She turned into an adrenaline junkie apparently, because we get there, the drops happen, she's living her very best life, squealing and giggling, and then she was sad at the end of it because she wanted one more drop. Like, she's like, that's it, I want more. And she wanted to ride more roller coasters and do more things, and she was just so joyful. And a year ago I never would have imagined I could take her somewhere like Disney World and have her step outside of her comfort zone and just try new things. That is amazing.
That is amazing. So to finish this up, obviously parents, I mean, you know, that in and of itself is a crazy transformation. I'm so happy that it's helping Chelsey's family to thrive. But if we step back and we take this 10,000 foot view, what would you say this has changed for the entire family?
I think the entire family has balance and joy, right? My oldest daughter, we can spend more time and attention on her that she deserves and needs. I can give attention to the other kids. My husband and I, the time that we were getting together was so stressful because it was so much of her needs and emotions clouding any quality time that we were getting together. I just feel like we're getting to be a family. We're enjoying peace. We're enjoying her personality and getting to share that attention amongst the other kids. And also what you told me when we first came in, you said, what I do here isn't going to heal her, but it's going to put her in a place where her body can heal. And that's truly what I felt, because we spent so many hours, resources, time, attention, money, education. I went back to school to learn more, right? Like, this has been my life, and everything that I had, I was throwing at it and it wasn't working. But coming here with regular chiropractic with you, and we tried traditional chiropractic, right? That wasn't doing it either. But coming here to Impact put her in a place where her body, everything that I was offering her, could finally do something. It could finally heal, you know?
That's right. And I don't want to overlook that. You know, I have a saying that I often say, I don't know what better is going to look like for your child. I just know that better is going to come.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee, because we are all unique, what that looks like. But we have a belief here at Impact that healing starts within. And then if we can help to heal the nervous system, all of these other things that we're doing for them, diet modifications, restrictions from colors, whatever those things are, it just helps better. So thank you so much for sitting down with me and sharing with these folks your success story for you and your littles.
Yes.
And I hope you guys heard something there that resonated with you. So please don't hesitate to share this message with your friends, with your family. If it really struck a chord and you know that you deserve to be here, please don't hesitate to call us. Our number is 843-347-9103. It's Impact Chiropractic. Thank you, and y'all have a great one. Thanks.
Thank you. We love you guys.
Love you.